Thank you, Chris. Uh, at this point, everyone said a few words. I really appreciate it. I would open it up to questions from the media. If you have any questions, we can direct it to whoever it is you have, and we'll get them up there.
Mayor, maybe this is a question for the mayors. Is there any concern now that the system is switching over, correct, from the local system to the regional? I know some of the feedback we've gotten from people who come here in the local clinics is it's easy to sign up. I can call my town hall. Is there a concern maybe that you're hearing from local residents that now that they have to go through the state sign-up system, it may be a little bit more difficult and not as user-friendly for people who are dealing with their municipalities?
I don't think that I've heard any feedback that it's much more difficult. I think it's still a simple process to register online at vaccinateri.org. What is available is the 211 hotline. You can call that hotline. They'll help you register. They'll assist you. We have a hotline here where any resident from any of these involved municipalities can call that number. We'll publicize that number so that if they need assistance being registered, we'll do that for them. We understand that there are still some people that don't have access to the internet or electronics. That's why we rely on you, the media, to get the message out there. We will share with you, and I know that my communications director, Patricia, is here. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but we would love to tell you or help you have us. We would like to have you help us share that number out to the community. So if they need help, they can call our hotline. We'll help to register them. And that 211 number is also a big resource that you can call direct.
What about for your city? So anything going to change?
No, it won't change. Sorry, Pawtucket is probably, I don't know, is the only HDC community here, in this pod. We're continuing having our pods or our vaccination clinics throughout the city. We still have our 855 number still online. So this is above and beyond that. And our teams are going to be trained to, if people are calling in and they have a way to get here and it's easier. So this is above and beyond what we're already doing in those communities as a HDC. So it's a complement of. So it won't change anything on the local community from us.
Governor, can you speak to the doses coming into these regional pods, and can they expect more over the next few weeks?
Please again,
The amount of doses coming into these
yes, so there'll be 1,200 doses that will come into this regional pod. Just to follow up on what the mayor said in the question that was just asked, and I just came from Westerly, and it took 3 minutes to get there, 500 vaccines that were appointments. And then when I went inside, I was able to talk to people from Hopkinton, from Westerly, from Charlestown. So as the mayor said, these regional pods are regional, and that everybody that everybody is encouraged to participate. So I would say that we're going to continue to work on these regional pods, both state sites as well as municipal sites, until we find we get up to a number where we're just finally doing the final amounts of vaccines. We may find we're going back to the local communities as we got to do the last 10–15% of the state of Rhode Island, but that'll be happening during the summer. We'll be open here through June.
Mayor, is the 1,200 in total per day?
Right now, that's 1,200 for the week. For this session, and then we will continually to increase that number based on the supply that we receive. So I was on a call with the White House just yesterday, and we made it very clear that the state of Rhode Island is in a position to do far more, and so if there is more supply, we want to make sure that we're receiving that.
What was their response?
Their response was that actually they're going to make sure that the shots that are available, the doses that are available, getting in arms as quickly as become available. So if states are trailing in their ability to get it out, those doses will go to states that actually have the ability to get it out. The hope is that everybody's going to be able to get all their shots out. But no, the White House does not want any, just like we don't want to see any inventory on our shelves. We want those doses in people's arms.
Have you seen any kind of significant increase, or are you still at being able to do about 10,000 shots a day? Or has there been an influx of these?
We're about 10,000 a day. We're at about 70,000 a week. We were on a call yesterday. That's going to go up slightly, and I would think continue that it will grow. I think the good news there is that they're up to 150 million shots right now. The president has stated he wants to be at 200 million shots within his first 100 days. That's only going to bring more supply over the coming weeks to the state of Rhode Island.
So at this point, the supply that's going to these three regional pods is kind of being split off from what goes to the Dunkin' Donuts Center and Cranston. It's just that it's closer to where certain people live. Is that correct?
Closer to where they live, more convenient, and also the capacity is really important. I keep on mentioning that the supply is going to increase. We don't want to be building capacity after the supply is in the state. That means there'll be too many doses on the shelves. We want the supply to meet the capacity to exceed right now the supply, so when the supply comes in, we can get those shots out.
Sir, given the staffing, if you do get more supply, right now these regional pods are 2 days a week, can they ramp up to do more days a week with what?
Yeah, that's in that calculation of the 160,000 shots, which includes our pharmacies as well, because we're partnering with them as an important partner in this.
But 160,000 a week or a day?
We can do 160,000 in a week right now, and I think that'll grow to as many as 200,000. We just want to make sure that the capacity continues to exceed our supply, so when we get the supply in, we can get the shots out very quickly. And partnerships like this are going to allow us to do just that.
Governor, while you're here, do you intend to sign the Act on Climate bill? Can you just say why that is, despite some opposition and potential cost?
Yeah, I'm sure that's a long conversation. I'd love to have it with you, but the intention is that yesterday I did reach out to the Attorney General's office. He clarified some of the litigation issues that I was concerned about, feeling as though that his office can control that. That was enough for me to move forward and sign. But also, there's a great deal more work that needs to be done to make sure that I believe we follow the technology right on this bumper and don't get ahead of it to make sure that it's affordable for the people in the state of Rhode Island, and that'll happen.
When are you going to sign it?
I haven't received it yet. When I do receive it, we'll be signing it very quickly after I receive it. Thank you. Questions of the Mayor?
Thank you, Governor. Yep. And just for the record, those that hotline number here in East Providence is 533-9812, 533-9812. Anybody calls that who needs assistance getting registered, we will do the best we can to get you registered on one of these state links. And I think, you know, we refer to this as a regional pod. It's a regional pod because this region, these municipalities are all contributing to the success of this pod. But the reality is, anyone from throughout Rhode Island can come here. So we're not saying that, hey, you have to live in the region. It's anyone throughout Rhode Island. You happen to work in East Providence or nearby, or you work in Barrington or Bristol or Warren, and you think it'd be more convenient for you to come here and schedule an appointment here. That's why the governor put these in, to make it convenient for the residents so that they have more accessibility. And this is what this does. It brings more accessibility to everybody, despite everything else that everyone else is doing. So
It's a multilingual line, let's say Creole, Spanish, other language?
we do have, I believe we have a couple of different language speakers on there. I know Portuguese is one of them, but I'll double check on the other ones.
Mayor, maybe the governor can speak to this. I know today starts the first day that the pre-registration state system sends out notifications. Do you know if it does that by the nearest clinic to you? So if I signed up and I live closest here, would it automatically send me in that direction versus Westerly or Johnston?
Yeah, on the pre-registration, when a shot's be available and you're in the line for that shot, you're going to get a call and you're going to be offered, a day and different times. And the idea is to make it local, but those shots are going to be offered to everybody on an as-needed basis, as a first-come, serve based off of that list.
Any indication as to how that's going today? I know it just started today sending out the notifications, but have you heard anything about the issues, or is it going smoothly?
Right now, knock on wood, it's going smoothly. We expect that to continue to be very smooth. It's another place for people to actually get in line for their shot, and if they want to just put their name in, they're going to get a call, and that is happening right now. So I'm pleased that we have these different options along with these regional and state pods, all different accesses. And there's other points, as the mayor said, Mayor Grebian has said, there's other points throughout the different communities as well. So there's plenty of opportunity to get a shot in a NOM. That's the reason that we're here today, to explain that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did they sign up for appointments? Are they here by appointment?
These people are here by appointment. That's correct. That's correct. Today is the first day of regional pod activity, and we had 600 and Captain, was it a day? Not even a day that it was filled up that quick.
Filled up in a few hours.
In a few hours. So that's a testament to the people wanting to get it. You know.
Do you have other days of the week that this will be?
So right now we're operating out of this facility.
Sure.
In a few weeks we're preparing a much larger facility, and we've told the governor and his team that we'd be prepared to do 1,200 a day with the help of these other communities to deliver 1,200 a day, 2 to 3 days a week, if that was a necessity. We'll be moving eventually from this location to the Shores Plaza across from the high school. There's a 30,000 square foot space that we're contracting with them, and it'll be a much bigger operation. So if the need arises that we need to expand, we will certainly be able to expand.
And that's where what used to be there?
That's the Shores, you know, the Shores.
Oh, the Shores is.
The former Shores. Everyone knows, you know, next to the old Benny's. But it's, yes, right across from the high school. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. We really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.